Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I am at Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles once again for another week in review. Alright guys, Zod Week starts again with Action Comics issue number 998. Oh my god, 2 more away. 1 month away. 1 month away. We gotta have a conversation about issue number 1K. But for now, right here, Zod Week again, man. So Zod, Future, what's his face? Booster Gold again? You know it's going to be good. Now guys, again, I don't cover every single comic book that I'm going to review, all right? I will talk about a whole bunch of comic books, even ones that I may not review. Case in point, I don't review All New Wolverine, but I see that Deadpool's on the cover here, most likely inside. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. One of these days, maybe I'll go back and I'll review these, but for now, just letting you know that it's out. All right, guys, what I will be covering, No Surrender, Avenger682. Now, this is part 8 of 16, so this, after reading this, we'll be halfway through. Hawkeye and Red Wolf just showed up, and 2 more issues before the full-fledged return, apparently, of the Incredible Hulk. Guys, it's looking like that's going to be pretty good. Did I just read that Al Ewing is going to be on that comic? Oh, man. So, Batman Beyond, issue number 17. This particular arc right now, I think this is issue number 3 or 4 of the arc. This has gotten pretty, the whole arc was good. Everything in this series was good so far, this particular volume. But this arc is kind of a return back to the original. Like, it's very cartoonish, both written and drawn. So I'm kind of digging that. It reminds me as though I were actually watching the cartoon again. Black Panther, issue number 170. The movie's out. The comic is good. Get the comic. Also, I'm noticing that Ta-Nehisi Coates and Leonard Kirk are on this for writing. So that's interesting since Leonard Kirk is doing, what is it, The Rise of the Black Panther, the 6-issue miniseries that's going on, which is retelling the history of Black Panther. So seeing him on this, I could be wrong on who's writing that, but I know Leonard Kirk is writing something. I think that's what he is. If that's the case, I wonder if maybe this isn't going to be a passing of the torch, that Ta-Nehisi is just eventually leaving this off, because I know that Ta-Nehisi is going to start writing something else pretty soon. I can't remember right now what it was, but anyway, he's going to be jumping on something new. I don't know if he's going to stay on Black Panther or not, but a series, probably the best comic that I'm not reading right now. I've always loved some Blue Beetle, but especially I really love this version right here. This is just such a fantastic version, and it's issue number 18. I regretted not jumping on this on issue 1, you know, and like every time I see the comic out, I regret it. So I will probably go back and start reading this. Anyway, Champions issue 17. We got a new team. There's supposed to be 1 more member joining pretty soon. Surprise! Don't know who it's going to be. Maybe it's going to be Voyager. Anyway, fantastic comic book. Always loved this. I've always made the joke that I feel like Mark Waid, who's writing this comic book, he's still writing this, right? Why, yes he is. I always felt like, because like he writes these characters, these kids so well. It's almost like he's got kids trapped in a basement someplace. he's just you know, looking at their lives like the Truman Show or something like that. I don't want to start another Pizzagate. Okay, so Demon, issue number 4 of 6. Hell is Earth. This is pretty good. It's hard to follow continuously because it is a monthly comic in a world of weekly and bi-weekly comics, but a couple pages in, you're always right back into the fray of things. Issue number 295 of Despicable Deadpool. I want you to look at that cover. That is one of my favorite covers. It's so indicative of who and what Deadpool actually is. And the only advice I can give to make this cover better would be replace the Earth with Deadpool's head. So Deadpool standing on top, bashing in his own head with a sledgehammer. Yeah, like he's wrecking himself, man. And I'm loving the series. So issue number 975. We've got a quarterly issue here of Detective Comics. Looks like it's going to be a trial of Batwoman. We'll see. I don't think it's actually going to be in a court of law, but that would be interesting. At the very least, the Bat family is going to be doing that. Doctor Strange, issue 386. This is the first tie-in that is going to involve the Damnation series that just began, and I'm all over Damnation right now. It's actually really good. Also, I'm just remembering something. Oh yes, my bad. Back to Black Panther again really quick. You notice on the bottom, where is Logan? Well, we just saw it recently in Legacy, but Infinity Countdown. But this is going to be the next up this week of where is the actual Wolverine. Okay, guys, the Flash War is getting ready to come to a head. It's getting ready. All right, we're amping up for it. And right now, issue 41, Last Flash Standing. Is Barry Allen going to get his powers back? I almost kind of hope he doesn't for a while. You know, I want him to kind of go powerless for a bit, see if he can't get his life in order. Maybe actually be on time for once without all that super speed. This was the cover, man. Issue number 39 of Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. This cover, man, this choked me up just a little bit after seeing how everybody got beaten up on this recently. But, wow. Yeah, Kyle Rayner trying to grab what looks like Hal Jordan's, yeah, it has to be Hal Jordan's ring. Fantastic, man. Like, what a sad cover, especially, like I said, Zod week. So he's back. Zod is fighting everybody. In fact, it's also Ursa and Lore. Okay, The Search for Tony Stark, issue number 597 of The Invincible Iron Man. Where is Tony Stark? Well, he's actually apparently just in Stark International in some kind of a basement someplace. I don't know. Anyway, it's The Search for Tony Stark. It seems a little bit too hyped since he's just in a lousy basement, but that's where he is. So, well, he just left. Let's see if he's hiding in the closet someplace in the facility next door. Issue number 17 of Jessica Jones. Right, I believe this is the last issue of Jessica Jones because Brian Michael Bendis is leaving. We're just looking at issue number 597 of Invincible Iron Man. Issue number 600 will be the last issue period that Brian Michael Bendis does in Marvel. He's going over to DC. We know that. He's already signed a 3-year contract, but this is the final issue that he's writing, at least, of Jessica Jones. Is he going to wrap things up in here? I didn't even take a look yet. We'll see. Jim Henson's Labyrinth, Coronation, issue number 1 of 12. So apparently he wasn't always the Goblin King. This is pretty cool, man. When I actually review this, even if I don't like the comic, I'm going to be telling you a whole lot about my history with Labyrinth because what a fantastic movie. What a great movie. Legion, issue number 2. So he's dealing with trauma, and that's not just a pun, that's real. And the issue number 2 of 5. I'm looking forward to reading it. So far, I'm interested. I've been waiting for this to come for a while now. Are you ready for it? It's Lockjaw, issue number 1. This is the variant cover. I've been waiting for this for a while. They've been putting these posters in the back. Have you seen this dog with a mustache-shaped marking under his nose? I can't wait to see this. Like all the stuff that we've seen in the back pages of what was it, Royals or one of the Inhumans comic books that was out. I think it was the Inhumans Actual before that. Anyway, I loved those. I absolutely loved those. I hope it's more of that in here. We'll see. This is the variant cover. This is Mira, Queen of Atlantis, issue number 1 of 6. All right, so Mira has been crowned the Queen of Atlantis, but we saw in the Aquaman comics, Kormrath has not actually relinquished his throne yet. So we're going to see what happens. This is going to be pretty interesting. Plus, Mira can't even go underwater because she can't breathe underwater yet. So she's right on top. When last we left Aquaman last week, she's in Amnesty Bay right now, just breathing oxygen because she lost her ability to be one of the merfolk, so to speak. Mira of Zebel. Anyway, so we'll see where this goes. The art alone looks like it's going to be fantastic. I mean, Medina's on it. Yeah, I have no doubt. And plus, Dan Abnett is writing this one also. He's writing the Aquaman. So this is all going to be in perfect continuity, perfect succinct continuity. So I'm happy with this. Again, one that I am not reading, but I'm being attacked for not reading it. This is issue number 28 of Moon Girl. It's not even Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur anymore. He left, apparently. I've been reading the solicits for each of them, but even though I'm not reading this, this is apparently a fantastic, beloved comic book. I am going to go back and start reading from issue 1 up until now. I just need the time. I just need the time. Here's a comic book that I've been reading that I'm in love with. Issue number 192 of Moon Knight. This is such an amazing book. Oh my God. It started to get a little bit campy, but the theme that I saw in the previews for this, it looks like it's going to, Max Bamis is going to take us completely away from that right now. I'm just saying, I saw a part in here where it looks like, what's his name? Oh, for crying out loud, Bushmaster, who Moon Knight cut off Bushmaster's face a long time ago. And he's giving him a piece of glass saying, I'll give you back your wife and your kid, if, you know, your estranged wife, whatever, if you cut off your own face. Oh, man. If that's actually what happens in here, Bemis, you're sick, too, you're kind of cool. All right. Issue number 300 of Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man. You know what? Even the naysayers, even all the SJW, blah, 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 shut up. Even all those people are saying that this Chip Zdarsky has completely turned this comic book around, which is funny because he's just continuing the same story that he started with from the very beginning. So that doesn't mean that Chip Zdarsky is doing a better job. This means that those morons are finally starting to see that this is actually a really good comic. I've been saying it from the beginning. This is an amazing comic book. He's changed nothing. He hasn't changed. They've changed. Maybe they're becoming SJWs. Okay, I'm just becoming mean right now, and that's not me. Anyway, issue number 2 of 12 of Raven, Daughter of Darkness. I'm seeing Trigon on the cover. I want that to disappear. I don't want any more. We just had an illusion of Trigon in the first issue. I loves me some Raven, but I'm getting sick and tired of the Trigon story. She's so much bigger than just her father. So I want to see something other than Trigon in this. I'm hoping this is just this is a bad tease, if this is just a tease. I actually will probably fall off this series if it's just Trigon that she's fighting in this. Anyway, Silencer, issue number 2. You know, you got a lot of people who don't like this, which is funny because I love this. I think this is fantastic. I love the character. I love the way it's written. I love the art in here. This is amazing. In fact, yeah, just everything. Everything about this. This is really good. This is even John Romita Jr. amping up his art style. We know he's a great artist. He just doesn't draw great anymore because he's about making those extra pages, making that extra dollar. Can't hardly blame him. But since he's actually got some creator credit with here, I think that's one of the reasons why he's not clowning around. He's going his full art game. Guys, don't forget, I'm here at Mississauga Comics and Collectibles, and yeah, you should be here too. All right. I said it before, I'm saying it again, the greatest comic book that you're not reading, issue number 12 of Star Wars Darth Vader. It's called Star Wars Darth Vader, not just regular Darth Vader, because just Darth Vader is volume 1. This is volume 2 of the Darth Vader series, so it's Star Wars Darth Vader. Anyway, this is an incredible read. We just saw, what's her name, Jocasta Nu, the librarian for the Jedi Archives. Apparently she had an off-camera death, all right? We don't know if she's actually dead or not. I kind of hope she's not, because she actually just got really interesting. But things are coming to a head, and Darth Vader's lightsaber was just destroyed. The crystal was salvaged. Remember how he got the lightsaber in issue 3 through 5, I think it was. So the crystal is still intact, the one that he made bleed. But he's got to actually start constructing his new lightsaber pretty soon. I love this. This is like a new origin story for Darth Vader himself. Not Anakin, but Darth Vader. Okay, oh, and actually, this also reminds me back of the story of DJ over in the Star Wars ones. It was just a one-shot, but they had a conversation about it. It's like, oh no, Anakin Skywalker's dead, but I've got a lieutenant now called Darth Vader. Just saying. Interesting. So, the Terrifics, issue number 1. I'm madly in love with everything they've been showing preview to this. I'm hoping, this looks like it's going to be such a well-balanced team. Such a fantastically well-balanced team. Like, you're going to have humor, you're going to have OP, you can have super intelligence, you can have everything on this team. This looks like it's going to be like an old-school X-Men style read, which I'm really looking forward to. So, Terrifics, let's see. Guys, Thanos, issue number 16. All right, this is still, yeah, Donny Cates and Shaw doing the art on this. This turned out to be such an amazing comic book. I never thought, when I was thinking about, falling off of the Thanos storyline, and all of a sudden now, this is going to be my first night read. Whew. This has turned into such an amazing story, and spoiler, if you didn't read last week, here's a quick little spoiler. Turns out that the Ghost Rider is the Punisher in this. So Frank Castle became the Ghost Rider in the future. You're going to get that origin in this story, plus a whole lot more. I'm just saying, I'm seeing Galactus with some kind of laser machine gun. Can't go wrong. All right, 2 more to go, guys. Transformers vs. Visionaries, issue number 3 of, I think it's just 5 for this particular miniseries. Magdalene Visaggio is drawing this, is writing this. This was such a surprise sleeper hit for me. It came out of nowhere, out of absolute nowhere. I can't wait for this particular run to finish so I can go back and read how they actually came into the existence, this new version of the Visionaries, and they're very new from when they were toys and comic books and the cartoon from back when I was a kid. They're back. They're very different. I love this new version of them. I love this new incarnation of them. But we've got the Spectral Knights are siding with the Transformers, which we expected, and the bad guys, the Darkling Lords. We're going to see what happens with those knuckleheads. They're actually going out trying to kill all the Transformers. They really think they can, and they've got the power to do it. Do they have the numbers? That's the question. Also, Merkel, the leader, the bestower of the magic, he turns out to be kind of evil. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Visagi is doing a fantastic job on this, guys. I'm looking forward to reading this, and I can't wait to see what the Visionaries are going to do after this. I'm really hoping that we're not going to see more just Visionaries hiding around, in ROM. But I don't want to see Visionaries versus ROM. I don't want to see Visionaries versus Micronauts. I'm done with that. Okay, IDW, just make a Visionaries comic book. Just do that for me, okay? Last but not least, issue number 22 of XMen Blue. Poison X, we've actually started the introduction in the, mind you, this is crossing over with the Venom comic book also. We're bouncing around. And it all started in XMen Blue Annual, issue number 1. So the Poisons are back. If you remember back in the, what was that, Poison X? I think it was the Poison X storyline, whatever it was. The Poisons have proven to be a real problem. Well, they're actually being introduced into the Earth 616 universe right now. This is a pretty good read. This is a pretty good read. All right, guys. From this point on, let me put away my little prop back there, and let me grab this, and let's take a look at what new kinds of figures they got here. First off, I noticed some stuff over here. Do you guys remember the Battle Masters? Because I do. This is awesome. I love that they've got the Battle Masters over here. They're obviously not the same. They're little tiny ones, but I'm digging it. And another one looks like that. Check this out. There we go. Lilu. Loves me some Lilu from Fifth Element. All right, so what do we got over here? What was I looking at? We got more of the bat phones in because those sold out. You got to have your bat phone. Look at this model right here. Look at Psylocke. Is my hand? Look, I've got a gigantic hand and I can barely put my hand around the box. Look at this. Alejandro Pereira. Okay. Anyway, that guy did it. Oh, and it's resin. That explains why it's so heavy. Jeez. So this is a fantastic, this is a beautiful Psylocke figure. And we got amazing Spiderman over here. I know you see this one already. He's doing this. Hand sculpted by Claiborne Moore. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Okay, this looks like a Casey Jones. Yes! Look at this! We got a Casey Jones replica mask. Oh, this is fantastic. This is great. Okay, guys, Halloween coming up. It's always Halloween, as far as I'm concerned. It's called cosplay. We got a Death Trooper over here from Star Wars. One of these, Cute Eye Deadly, Cute But Deadly. From Overwatch. Okay, cool. So these are little tiny figures from the Overwatch game. All right, so we got the Black Series. I don't know if any of these have already existed. I saw the Lando and I was pretty impressed. What else we got? We got Phasma back. We got a new version of, was that Jyn Erso? No, Rey. This is Rey. And also we got Captain Poe Dameron and DJ. We're just talking about this comic book, right? Canto Bite. Not his real name. We saw that in the one shot. What do we got here? Oh, we got Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. What's this over here? Oh, Son Goku. Proper. Now he's got his tail. Excellent. Aliens, Retro Collection, Snake Alien, Mantis Alien. Okay, I'm digging it. These are collector figurines. Okay, cool. So it's a whole series. Excellent. Look at this. We were waiting for this. Actually, I think there's just more coming in. I'm pretty sure this already existed, but I don't recall actually seeing it. Look at all the different heads you got there. You got the mask that's half on, half off. This is nice. I'm digging it. Okay, these figures just keep on getting bigger. Look at the size of this Deadpool, of this Daredevil. Look at the size of that. It's got the regular head, the head with the mask to put on top of the head, or to just hold. A whole bunch of good stuff over here. We got Steven's Universe. We got a vehicle for Steven's Universe. And here we go with the pops. Oh, we got Steve. We got Steve. I actually remember this from when I used to play. Nice. What was this? Home Alone Kevin saw that, so they got more. Fire Troll from God of War. Riku back there. I guess these are newer, all new Ghostbusters characters. Pickle Rick with a laser. Max. Digging it. Okay. These little guys. Negan. I just catching up with my Walking Dead recently. And the little Ghost Riders. So what are all these things here? We got a Deathstroke. What is this? Oh, it's a figure. Okay. Oh, there's actually a lot here. I wonder if I can actually take this off. I'll put this down for a second. There we go. Get rid of the glare. Check this out. So we got the assault rifle, we got the handgun, we got the sword and the sheath. We got both versions of his head on there. Oh, it's 6 interchangeable hands and 1 collective display and the stand. Dude, this looks like it's all inclusive, and it's not just him. Who else am I seeing here? I'm seeing Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn. Cool. 3 heads on that one. And here's Wolverine from the X-Men. Oh, this is the old brown version suit. Actually, this looks like it's very specifically from the X-Men movie, the Wolverine, where at the very end there was an end credit scene where you got to see the uniform there. We didn't actually get to see it on him, but we got to see the suit itself, like in a suitcase. Over here we got some Raphael. I always love seeing him in there. Like Raphael and the Thing, both in the trench coat, were always one of my favorites. And up here, is this? No, it's all Raphaels. Okay, so that's looking like it's just about it. But make no mistake. Oh, and what is this here? Doll Party Inc. I'm seeing a Wonder Woman toner. Doll Company Inc. Wonder Woman toner. Let's see if I can't get this thing off. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. It's got the tiara, it's got the bracelets, got the tiara. This is literally everything that I know people. Jeez, I actually know a few people. This is exactly the kind of stuff that they're looking for. Yeah, like everything. Look, the hair is actually regular hair and everything. This is awesome. And this is actually solid. If this isn't metal, I'm surprised. I'll bet you this is metal. This holds. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it. The Wonder Woman toner, Doll Company Inc. All right, guys. So I'm seeing a bunch more stuff on the walls. They are adding a lot. Unfortunately, I'm only in here once a week because I am busy. Oh, look, there's my tripod. But they are constantly updating Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles here in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, all the time, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So, I hope to see you here. Come on in by a Tuesday. You'll see me. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.